Welcome to Cunty Life and Biz Realness, the uncensored show that explores how to live your truest life, what tries to get in the way, and how to grow your business as a result. I know you want to be more courageous, unapologetic, notable, transcendent, and authentically you, and you're in the right place, babe. I'm your host who's the most, Naomi, CEO and head life and biz authenticity coach at Cunty Coaching. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome to Cunty Realness. Today, I want to talk about the Cunty decision to get on the motherfucking plane. Okay. And I'm going to talk more about what I mean by this. I'm leaving for a big North America trip from Portugal. I leave in 2 days, and it's not so easy to spend the kind of money that we tend to spend on incredible events and buy the plane ticket and, incur the costs that come with getting out of our literal comfort zone. We are deciding to move ourselves, put ourselves in a new environment, put ourselves in a new space, expose ourselves to new people. That's not an easy thing to do. So that's why I'm going to talk about it today, because it does take a certain amount of courage, unapologeticness. It's a notable decision, it's a transcendent decision, and it has to be authentically in alignment with you, this decision. Now, I have done a fair amount of getting on the motherfucking plane in my life, but also this year in particular. And this year, it just felt different because it was always in the context of investing in myself. So in January of this year, I went to an incredible inaugural conference called ROI from the company Hello 7. They are a Black women owned business that has the mission of seeing everyone that comes from a marginalized background specifically be able to be millionaires, just like buck the status quo, buck what we think we know about who can be an entrepreneur and who can't, and just prove to ourselves that no, we deserve to be here and we deserve to build generational wealth. So they held an incredible conference this year in January. And I bought the ticket to that in the early bird phase last year. It was like February of last year or something, like a year in advance. Let's just put it that way. About a year in advance that I bought that ticket because I had been a part of the We Should All Be Millionaires community for a little while. I was really excited about the mission and what they were doing and the offerings they were coming out with and the way they were serving. And I just knew that this event was going to be very awesome, but I didn't know the full extent. Like, they didn't just tell us every single detail. They gave us the basics. They told us it was going to be in Puerto Rico. Okay, that's awesome. I've never been to Puerto Rico. That's exciting. But they didn't give us too much to go off of in the early bird days. But I just knew. And sometimes when you know, you got to just go with that. Don't like discount that knowing, that inner knowing that says that's going to be a really amazing place to be. Like, let's put ourselves there. Because also, if you know, usually you can get the best price by acting earlier on. That's like literally encouraging you and incentivizing you to listen to that gut, that inner knowing. So that's what I did. I bought the early bird ticket. I was thinking, like, this is a stretch for me. This is an expensive conference ticket, more expensive than I've ever paid for a conference ticket, but I think it's going to be good. And if this is going to be the lowest price that there is, then I better get it on this now, or else I will definitely regret it later when I'm paying like double. So that's what I did. And lo and behold, if you're listening to this and you were at ROI, you know already. It was absolutely incredible. Like nothing we've ever been to before. It was absolutely incredible. There was about 1,000 amazing entrepreneurs there, all like almost all from a marginalized background of some kind, right? Underrepresented communities, entrepreneurs that just decide that no, I want more for my life, I want more for my family, I want more for my community, and I deserve to be a millionaire. So that was incredible. There's so much that I can say about that event, but I want to keep going because the story continues. All right. ROI was incredible. I met incredible people there. I met incredible people afterwards who, like my friend Maddie, I love this story so much. So on the last night of ROI, there was a incredible dance party in like a club that they rented out for us. And we just like, we had DJ Shammy blowing up the tunes. It was fucking incredible. We just got to like dance and be our true selves and just celebrate our uniqueness, our cuntiness. I didn't really, yeah, I didn't have the cunty framework yet at that point. But anyway, so that's part of the story. Anyway, let's keep going. So we were dancing, and I was just like deciding to be free. I decided not to like shave my body hair because if I wasn't free to be myself in this room of super incredibly supportive entrepreneurs, then where on earth am I going to be able to be myself? Like, this was the place I had to start practicing living in my truth more openly, right? So, like, what I mean by this, because I've been practicing living in my truth in terms of body hair for a while now, but, there's ways of like covering up or wearing leggings or, there's little tricky ways, right? To still hide yourself. But I just decided like I wasn't going to hide. I was just going to go for it and just wear what I wanted to wear. It was hot, so I didn't want to wear stockings. I tried. I tried and I was like, who am I kidding? It's so hot here. It's Puerto Rico. I'm not going to wear stockings. No. And I wore something that didn't cover my underarms. So I was free. I was just wearing what I wanted to wear and I was living. I was terrified, but I was like, nope, you can do this. People here are like so incredibly supportive. You got this. You can do this. Go live it up. And there was also that thought inside of me too that was like, you're a parent. What are you doing dressing in this like sexy outfit? This like skirt and sparkly crop sequined top thing, tank top, spaghetti strap thing. This isn't how a parent acts or dresses or whatever. And this is the realness, y'all. These are the gremlins that come out to play when you have an insecurity of some kind. You tell yourself these weird stories and you ask yourself, you just put yourself down sometimes. And it's like, you know what? I rebuke you. Like I am deciding to I hear you. I hear you and I'm being compassionate towards you about like what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect me in some way or whatever. I don't know what you're trying to do to the full extent, but I'm deciding a different outcome today. I'm not going to just listen to you and shut myself down. I am going to choose a different destiny here. That's what I did. So, after a night of just like freeing myself and dancing the way I wanted to dance and having so much fun, at the end of the night, there was this backdrop. You know, those backdrops, people love to take pictures in front of them. It was like sparkly and it said ROI on it. And I was like drunk on life. Like I wasn't even actually drunk. I was just so in my element and happy and liberated. And I got in front of it, grabbed my friend's camera, and I was coaching her to pose. Like I was like, pose, girl. Yes, give it to us. Yes, tell the people, show the people. Like we were just having so much fun in front of this backdrop. And then I was like, you know what? I want to turn. And then I gave her my camera and I got in front of that backdrop and I was coaching myself, honey. I was like, yes, girl. Yes. Pose, pose, pose. Mm. And it was like so fucking fun and hilarious. And then I went home for the night and came back to Portugal, and after the fact connected with this beautiful soul named Maddie in one of her tarot sessions that she was offering as like a post ROI what's next kind of thing, which is was so incredibly needed and important. She told me, like, "I saw you posing in front of that backdrop, and I, like, knew that I needed to be your friend. Like, I wanted to know who you are because you were just, like, so free, having so much fun." And I was like, "I wanna be part of this." Now, Maddie and I are incredible friends. I am part of her Tarot for Entrepreneurs Club. It is amazing. So if you want to be in on that, I can definitely give you the deets. I can even drop it in the show notes because, we help each other out. We support each other in our incredible missions and our work here on Earth. So definitely give that a check, like check that out. This is the magic that can happen when you get on the motherfucking plane, right? So, like, bringing this all the way around, if we think about it, like this kind of liberation, this choosing my destiny with my body and my freedom, making some amazing friendships from there, finding new people who are going to eventually become amazing clients. Like all of this happens when you go. You just put your faith and your belief and you say, I know that there is something really magical waiting for me in this experience and on the other side of this experience, and I'm going to go for it. So that was my ROI experience in a nutshell. It was absolutely incredible and it was such a good way to kick off 2023. Let me tell you. Because then after that, I heard about an event in happening in LA, co-hosted by Rachel Rogers, who is the CEO of Hello 7, who ran ROI, and her besties, Susan Hyatt and Robert Hartwell. They are a trio that is not to be fucked with, y'all. They are incredible. They're besties. They are so inspiring. They're doing incredible work, each one of them. And as a collective, they were hosting this event called The Most. And I wasn't counting on going there. But as I listened to some of the most, they had a podcast together and I listened to some of those episodes. They had a master class together and I was listening and just that feeling again. That feeling was coming up that was like you need to be there. And it was also backed by like I want to drop in and insert myself into a similar energy as ROI, right? This energy of everybody is putting themselves there to like level up in some way and learn some incredible stuff and connect with incredible like-minded humans and entrepreneurs and badasses doing incredible things. And they also said it's going to be the last version of this event because they're busy. I get it. They're busy. It's not easy to coordinate schedules. So that was like my final straw too. Was like, this is the last one. Shit or get off the pot. You're either here or you're not. And even if I didn't go, like I'd still be alive today. But that event too was absolutely life changing in its own right. I evolved as a human. I was able to share at that point, I had just developed the Cunty hallmark and the framework. And I was taking it with me there to share it, and get feedback from other entrepreneurs and to be myself and to connect with people and liberate myself because the theme of the most was like how can you step even further, even bolder into your truth and your mission and your message? How can you further your brand and who you are and bring yourself to your brand and all this beautiful beautiful stuff. So the most was absolutely the fucking most. It was incredible. I made, again, amazing friendships there that I am still nurturing. I met people who would become my clients, and like in such a beautiful way, a way that felt just like so easeful, because once you realize, like, if you're an extrovert, I'm an extrovert, so I can speak to my experience. Like, when I'm in person with people and I am my social butterfly self, magic freaking occurs. Like, my life, my happiness tank, my belief in myself, my connection with the community, like everything just goes on blast when I'm in person at these incredible events. I just like, I feel myself being like elevated to some new level that I didn't even know was possible. And so that's again what the most brought to me. It was like, yes, it was this confirmation that like these events, these rooms, these things, like this is where you're meant to be. This is fuel for your soul and your mission and your friendships and all of that. And I knew some people who were going to the most who I had met at ROI, and I was like, I want to continue to see these people in person and connect and develop these relationships, and it's really beautiful when you can do that, because entrepreneurship can feel isolating and lonely, and when you start to build these incredible relationships with other entrepreneurs that transcend the Zoom calls, and that you can meet them in person and you can keep nurturing these relationships, it's really really special, because these people, the people that you surround yourself with, really determine your success. And if they are supporting you and wanting the best for you, and they are filling your cup and you are filling theirs and supporting them in their dreams and being there for when shit doesn't go as planned, it is absolutely incredibly powerful. So this is another reason to get on the motherfucking plane, is the relationships that you can build and nurture. You just can't put a price on that. I'm sorry, but you just can't. So when I saw the price of the ticket for the most, it was really uncomfortable for me, because again, like way more than I had ever spent on an event. Like, it was a weekend event. So like 2 days, I think, or something like that. 3 at the very most. So it was definitely more than I had ever spent on that. Plus the plane ticket and food and the hotel stay, all of these things, right? They add up. But it was all so incredibly worth it. And now I'm talking about it and I get to share that experience that oftentimes we don't get to hear this. We don't get to hear about how pivotal and how transcendent and transformational an event can be, because maybe we don't have all the details lined up. And how could you? How could you possibly know all of what's going to happen? That's part of the freaking magic. So that was my the most experience at the end of April. And now I am packing up because I'm getting ready for a 4-day intensive training in Atlanta, hosted by Hello 7, as part of the Hello 7 coaching certification program. And that was a big decision that I made, a big way of investing in myself and in my career and in like my work, was to pursue this certification. And I'll save that for another podcast episode. But again, they told us that there would be a 4-day intensive somewhere. The location wasn't even confirmed at that point. And like, are you in? Are you down for that? That's going to be a part of the training, a part of the certification. And again, you have to be like willing to have some fears come up and kind of like discomfort, because it's like, oh, I'm going to have to pay the price and pay the ticket and get on the plane and pack and do the hard things, right? But believing in it, believing in the mission, believing that something incredible is going to unfold. You are going to unfold and develop in amazing ways that you might not even know or realize. And that's the best part, is because the people who host these events, they are holding the vision. They know as they're planning these events what is possible for us, the attendees. And we don't really know. We just have to believe and put our faith in what they are creating for us and the vision that they are bringing to life with this event. So the suitcase is getting packed. I leave in 2 days. I am so incredibly excited. I don't think I've ever been to Atlanta. I've driven through the state of Georgia, but definitely didn't stop in Atlanta. So I'm very excited for this incredible trip. There's gonna be like probably around 100 of us, fellow like coaching certification colleagues, right? Peers. And I'm just so excited to have this feeling again, this feeling of like embracing the magic of the unknown and playing in this realm of like, I don't know what all magic is going to unfold, but I know that if I show up as my cunty self, my courageous, unapologetic, notable, transcendent, and authentically me self, that magic is going to unfold. And that's because I have literally done that a couple times now. And every time it has shown me that that is absolutely a guarantee. And that's what I want to share with you as well. Is if you can tap into your cunty truth, your energy, your trust and belief in magic, and being open to the process and yeah, just open to the possibilities and believing in the greater mission and believing in the ROI, the return on investment, even if you don't have all the metrics laid out. You might not know how many people you're going to meet, how many potential clients you might connect with. There are metrics that we just can't know. And that is so fucking fun and incredible and exciting and nerve wracking for my type A's who like to have everything known and charted out and have everything under control. Going to these events is literally like releasing control and just saying, I'm just going to get myself there and then trust that everything is going to unfold the way it is meant to in magical ways. As long as, now here's the caveat, as long as you are being your cunty self, like you're being yourself. Please, 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 if nothing else, please remember to be yourself. Be yourself, be true, be weird, be quirky, be authentic, be loud, be flamboyant, be quiet, whoever, whatever you are, whatever you want to be it. Be you, because that's how you're going to connect with the right people who are going to be your squad and the people that you need to meet. You're going to meet them by being yourself. And that was the lesson I learned when Maddie connected with me afterwards and was like, I really, really saw you and wanted to be friends with you because I saw you just like being your fucking self and having so much fun. And so that was such a huge lesson to me. That was like, yes, people actually want you for you. They don't want you to be pretending to be someone else. They don't want you to be toning yourself down because my whole life, that's what I taught myself, right? It was like, okay, people want like a toned down version of you. People want a this version of you. People want a that version of you. And then we contort ourselves into these crazy shapes and these weird, uncomfortable facades and things. And it's just not what we're doing here. It's not what we're doing here at Cunty Realness. That's why it's called Cunty Realness, because we are going all in on our truth and what is real for us. And this is real for me. Getting on the motherfucking plane and putting myself in these rooms is really real for me. And as much as I have to I have to protect this because a lot of people, even well-meaning people, people who, want the best for you and want you to succeed, they will question it and be like, why are you going there? Why are you dropping that amount of money on that event or that whatever it is? People will doubt you if they don't understand the exact ROI or the exact metrics. They will have doubts and they will try to put those doubts upon you. Speaking from experience here, right? People will not understand. So just be ready for that as well. I've had people think that I'm some kind of rich person beyond my means. And hey, look, sometimes we do have to use debt, or sometimes we do have a shit ton of money that we can spend on these events, like in cash, right? There's no shame, no matter what your circumstance is with money, you deserve to invest it and put money where you want it to go and put your energy where you want it to go. And the success and the happiness and the truth will follow. And do not let other people bring you down with their doubts or their confusion or their lack of understanding or belief. Like, do not let it fucking deter you from doing what you know that is right for you. So that's been a really high level and deep. I mean, hey, this has been really fun. Just talking about this get on the plane energy. And even if you're scared, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's hard, even if you hate flying, whatever it is, like if you believe in the mission, if you believe in the magic of the unknown, if you believe that there is going to be an incredible outcome or multiple incredible outcomes and just incredible, yeah, just outcomes from it and experiences out of it, please jump, take the leap, get on the motherfucking plane. I, in LA, got my very first tattoo with a new friend that I made there at the most, Andrea. Her podcast is the Balance and Bliss podcast. Please go give it a listen because it's incredible. And it's an airplane. And I decided she was going for a tattoo and I was like, I'll come with you. Like I'll support you and come with you and whatever. And who knows, maybe I'll get one. And I had never got one before, but I went for it and I was thinking like, what do I want to get? This is, I think this would be really fun to get my first tattoo. I had been wanting to get a tattoo for a while. And because I've been breastfeeding for a while, I thought that I just wasn't allowed to get one. But my friend Kara, that I also met at the most. You see what I'm putting down? Are you picking it up? She's a tattoo artist, incredible tattoo artist, changing the game really for the tattoo industry. And I asked her, and she said, "You know what? Like, your baby is how old?" I'm like, 3.5. She's like, "Oh my gosh, like, you're fine." Like, if you were freshly postpartum, then yeah, I'd probably say hold off a bit. But I really think you're gonna be absolutely fine. So I was like, fuck yeah. I'm so here for that because I've been waiting. I've been waiting for a long time to get my first tattoo. So lo and behold, I got that, permission slip from her. And I went with Andrea because Andrea was planning to go. So the stars were aligning. And I decided to get an airplane. And that was because of this whole idea of getting on the motherfucking plane. Even if you don't know what all is going to happen, you don't have every single detail ironed out, get on the plane if you believe in what magic will unfold. So that is how I will end off this amazing episode and this amazing segment. This has been so fun. I would love it if you could share your favorite part or your takeaways with me and celebrate just the freedom that this podcast represents and the badass energy that we bring here at the Cunty Realness. And I would love to invite you, like, if you are listening to this and you're like, I need this in my life, like, I want to buy a ticket to something incredible and get on the plane and just like know and just believe that this event is going to fucking change my life in all of the best ways, I have something for you. I am hosting the inaugural Cunty retreat in Portugal in June of 2024. And this retreat, if you know my Cunty hallmark energy, it's going to be centered around this theme of cuntiness and like so courage, unapologetic, notable, transcendent, and authentic energy. And it's going to be about busting through a lot of shit that is no longer serving us, bringing our truest selves to the table, connecting with others who see us for our highest, truest selves and are like supportive as hell of us. And we're going to do that all in the south of Portugal by the beach. We're going to do some incredible activities. It's a luxury event. So, we are prepared to be luxuriated. The villa that we have secured is like absolutely positively stunning in so many ways. So I invite you, if you are fucking ready, if you are feeling called, if you are like, yes, please, I need this in my life. I need to get more cunty, more just like expressed, more self expressed and liberated. I need to feel more free and liberated and like, oh my God, all of this juicy beautifulness. Please see the link in the show notes. Click it and come and connect with me. Buy a ticket. Let's talk about it. Come see some more of the details, whatever you need to do. If you know in your heart that you want to be there, please, I invite you to come and get a ticket to the inaugural Cunty retreat in the south of Portugal, June 2024. Get on the motherfucking plane, and I cannot wait to host you here. It's going to be so incredible. 6 nights in total, 5 full days. Each day will be themed around one of the letters of Cunty and one of the words of the acronym. So, day one will be about courage. Day two will be about unapologetic, like being unapologetic. Day three will be about notable, doing like notable shit, like really incredible shit in your life. Day four will be about transcending and blasting through old limiting beliefs and things that don't serve you and limits that are imposed upon us. Like, we're going to be busting through that on day four and throughout, obviously. And then day five is about what is authentic for you. Let's dive into that. Let's explore that and let's live it up. And then throughout, there's going to be coaching from me. There's going to be guest workshops. There's going to be incredible activities and events planned and surprises. You don't want to miss it. If you know that you want to be there and you know that you want to connect to the incredible other Cunty entrepreneurs and souls who are going to be there as well, like, this is $1 million squad material. Okay. Like, these are the people, if you know me and you see like this craziness, this cunty energy, you know that I'm going to foster and create this incredible safe space for entrepreneurs of marginalized backgrounds, like feminist entrepreneurs, breaking through the molds and just like creating their own rules, doing things their own way. It's going to be fucking fire. So please book your ticket and let's go. I cannot wait to see you. And if you want to talk to me more about the event, please feel free, like, book a call. Let's talk more about it. I'll share some more details if that's what you need, but let's get you coming to Portugal next year. Thank you so much for listening to Cunty Life and Biz Realness today. Someone in your circle needs to hear this. Can you share it and leave a review on Apple Podcasts so this Cunty movement can grow?
And don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Naomi_authentically. I appreciate you so much and cannot wait to connect with you. You can always head over to cuntycoaching.com to work with me, join my events, my Cunty email chronicles, and more. I hope you have a fulfilling week, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. This is your Cunty coach, Naomi, signing off.